Hello and welcome back to my home. I am Jessa and I am working on my 12 Treats of Christmas boxes right now. And today I'm going to be making some very easy cream cheese buttermints. Now there are buttermints that use only butter to make these and cream cheese mints that use only cream cheese. My mama always used both of them in equal amounts, so that's how I'm going to show you today. So come along with me and I'll show you how we make this. Alright, so for this one you're going to need one stick, which is 4 ounces of butter, half a block of cream cheese. They generally come in 8-ounce blocks. You're only going to use 4 ounces. You need vanilla, peppermint extract, and a whole bunch of powdered sugar. So, we have our 1 stick of butter and our 4 ounces of cream cheese. They're both at room temperature, and they're just in the bowl of my stand mixer with the paddle attachment. And you're just going to put that in there and run it on low at first. And just let that cream together until it's nice and light and fluffy. Now you will need to stop and scrape this down from the sides of the bowl a couple of times so you can get all the butter and the cream cheese incorporated together. Now once you've got that pretty well incorporated, you're going to add about a teaspoon each of vanilla and peppermint. And now just let that whip together. Turn it up to medium or high, and you're going to have to scrape it again a couple of times. So this is 4 cups of powdered sugar that I've sifted. You're going to need anywhere between 4 and 6 cups, but 4 is a good place to start. We're going to add our powdered sugar just a little bit at a time, maybe about 1/4 to 1/3 of your powdered sugar at first. And then turn your mixture on very low speed at first, because otherwise you end up with powdered sugar explosions. Yes, as I can attest. And let that mix, and after a few minutes, add the next little bit. And keep adding it in batches until you've got it all incorporated. You might need to add some more powdered sugar, but what you're looking for is a very thick dough consistency that does not stick to your hands. So you can just drop back in. Alright, so once it's at your consistency that you want, dump it out onto a silpad or parchment paper that has a decent amount of powdered sugar, about a 1/2 cup on the parchment. Now you're going to knead this like bread dough. If you have an extra pair of hands, definitely get them to help, because this is going to take a lot of work. You want to knead in powdered sugar until the dough no longer sticks to your parchment. We've added another cup or so of powdered sugar, and we're probably going to end up adding about another 1/2 cup after this. Once you've got it to a good consistency, like Play-Doh, and it does not stick, you're going to divide it in half, and one of these halves we're going to put in a plastic bag. And this one's in the plastic bag just to keep it from drying out while we're working with the other one. So this one, you're going to add your food coloring to, and we are using green today. And then you're going to knead it again. And this, I really do recommend you wearing gloves for this part, because otherwise you will probably dye your fingers. You've got all the powdered sugar worked in and all the food dye. Divide it into quarters. We're going to be working with only 1/4 of this at a time. Put the other 3 into another plastic bag. You're just going to roll these out into ropes, just like when you were a kid playing with Play-Doh. Clear off some of the powdered sugar so it doesn't crack, and roll that into a rope. You can cut it down even more if you don't have enough space, like I don't have enough space here. Once you have it rolled out into a rope, cut it with something that isn't sharp, but will go through it. I'm just going to use a plastic rice paddle. A butter knife will be fine. And then just put it into little bite-sized bits. Once you have them all cut, put them on a tray lined with parchment paper. Get them as even a layer as you can. If they can touch, that's okay. You can break them apart later. You just get them down into a single layer. And 12 hours later, these have hardened up considerably. And you need to stir them up and get them loosened from the parchment paper. Make sure they're not sticking together. And stir them around a bit at the 12-hour mark. These are not yet ready. You're just going to stir them up, put them back on the baking sheet, and let them dry for at least another 12 for a total of 24. So, here are the mints, the white batch, and the green batch. We're at 48 hours in, and this is what they look like. And if you take one, you can still squish it between your fingertips. So they're still soft to eat, but they are dry and hard to the touch. You can just pick them up, and they don't stick anymore. And so that's how these really easy cream cheese buttermints are made. And you can use whatever flavoring you want. If you don't like peppermint, then use lemon, or raspberry, or orange. Use whatever color you want, and you can make them for different seasons as well. So go ahead and try these, and make some for the people in your life. Till next time, see y'all later. Bye.